primary ignition.
Welcome to Unlimited Power. My name is D-Rod, and I'm going to give you my guide to building and playing a Grand Moff Tarkin deck at your future Spark of Rebellion pre-release or sealed event for Star Wars Unlimited. Let's take a look at what Grand Moff Tarkin does. As a basic leader, he has the ability to where you can exhaust and use an action and spend one to give an experience token to an Imperial unit. So you're always going to have to keep one resource available in order to take advantage of this ability. So you are going to be playing some lower cost units to do this. But this is really good because Tarkin can come out after you have 5 or more resources. If you do this wisely, you can put 2 experience tokens out on the same turn. Once Tarkin is deployed, he is a 2/7, meaning he hits for 2 and he has 7 health. So Tarkin can stay in play for quite a while. And every time you attack, you can give an Imperial unit an experience token. Now, Tarkin is the only one who cannot benefit from this. So keeping him alive and attacking correctly is what's going to help you keep this engine going. Let's take a look at some of the commons and uncommons I think you should be grabbing or using in your sealed pool. First, we're going to take a look at the leader aspect. Green-black. Overwhelming Barrage is going to be one of the big cards that's going to help you tie up your match or finally end the stalemate between you and your opponent's units. Give a friendly unit +2/+2 for the phase. Then it deals damage equal to its power divided as you choose among any other units. Playing this on any of the units that have been getting experience tokens is already going to be what you need to do to clear your opponent's board. It's a great card and it's an uncommon, so hopefully you find 1 or 2 as this can make way for your other units and attacking the board and finally punishing your opponent. Admiral P, it's a great one, especially when you're ramping up to larger cards. He's going to give all cards that cost 6 or more ambush. He's also a 1/4, meaning he can stay in play for a while. You can put him out early and start putting experience tokens on him, and he becomes a target for your opponent. Whether you're playing 6 cost units or not, they're going to want to get rid of it just out of the fear that you could, at any point, destroy one of their big units with like an ATST or a Star Destroyer. And last is Seasoned Shore Trooper. In the leader aspects, he's one of the strongest 2-drops in these colors because it's a 2/3 that gets stronger once you have 6 resources. Continue to put experience counters on him, and you'll see this guy grow and grow and hopefully get you over the line to that victory. In the villain aspect, it's going to be similar. We see a TIE Fighter, which is a very low-cost unit with no health, but the ability to play it on turn 1 and then put Tarkin's experience counter on it is, again, going to make your opponent pivot a little bit. Tarkin does play a little bit of head games with your opponent, and I think it's good to kind of split your experience tokens around. That brings in cards like the TIE Advanced here. Has the ability to give 2 experience tokens to another Imperial unit, which could be, finally, for Tarkin. And last is the Cell Block Guard with that Sentinel ability. Imagine just making it bigger and bigger, and your opponents have to attack it. If we go to the command aspect, there's going to be 3 cards I recommend that work well with Tarkin. Strike True is going to allow you to take advantage of those experience tokens and turn it into direct damage to your opponent. Agent Callus, however, is a great ambush card with the ability to draw cards as long as a unique leader is defeated. You may want to take advantage of his ambush, but I advise you to be careful with this. If you can put experience counters on him, that's really good, but use him wisely as he can be a great source of card draw throughout your game. And last is Colonel Yularen, a low-cost unit with 3 health. Experience counters can keep him in the game a little bit, as well as every time you play a green unit, you'd be able to heal your base. Since Tarkin is green, you have good odds of getting anywhere between 2 to 6 health back by playing Yularen. In the aggression aspect, the cards I'd recommend are the Fifth Brother, who benefits from staying alive in the game, as the more damage he takes, the stronger he hits. So if you're putting experience counters on him, you're going to be increasing his health. The Imperial Interceptor, when it enters play, does have low health, but it can deal 3 damage on entry to another space unit. I think that's great, and the ability to just put it past that 2 health limit is going to make it a solid card. Last is Open Fire, one of the perfect 3-drops that you can play because it deals 4 damage to a unit. If you look at some of the cards we've already recommended, that takes care of a lot of those low-value units that you don't want to see hitting your units before they get experience counters put on them or before they kind of get out of range of some of your opponent's low-hitting units. In the blue aspect, Inferno 4 is going to make the cut because it always allows you to look at the top 2 cards when it dies or enters, and you can put them on the bottom or leave them on the top of your deck, your choice. That kind of deck knowledge is very beneficial, as you never know what you're really going to need until you're in the game, and you can pass up on cards that won't be helpful. Power of the Dark Side is a great card because your opponent has to choose a unit and it's going to be defeated. This not only gets into your opponent's head, but it guarantees you have kind of an answer if they only have one leader in play. This will remove it, no problem. Does not matter the amount of health if they're playing someone like Tarkin or Thrawn that have 7 or Palpatine that have 10. Last is Scoutbike Pursuer, a low-cost unit with that grit mechanic. It gets stronger the more damage it takes, so giving it a higher health is going to benefit you in the long run easily. And lastly is the Cunning Yellow aspect. 7th Fleet Defender is an amazing Imperial unit with a shield, so imagine just putting more and more tokens on that. ISB Agent allows you to ping your opponent by showing an event when it's played, as well as has a great health of 3. And Asteroid Sanctuary. Exhaust an enemy unit and give a shield token to a friendly unit cost 3 or less. Because most of your units that you're playing with Grand Moff Tarkin are going to be low value, their amount that they attack at isn't going to be a problem. The ability to give them a shield will keep them alive longer, and you'll be able to take a benefit of just exhausting a unit. So all these cards are what I'd recommend for you to play with Grand Moff Tarkin. My one piece of advice is don't put all your experience tokens in one spot. It only takes one card to ruin your day if you go with that strategy. So try to spread it between 2 or 3 units throughout your match. I hope you have a great time. Let me know how you do at your future pre-release or sealed event with Grand Moff Tarkin, and may the Force be with you.